Hey guys, it's Jen, and I am just here to show you, I redid a little bit of my scrap room. So before I show you the actual room, I just wanted to tell you that I split this into 3 different videos because it was super long. So you can go ahead and watch those on my YouTube channel. Just a disclaimer, this is my basement. It's not very light, but I did lighten the video a little bit, so you should be able to see everything just fine. And if you have any questions, just leave a comment below in the video description, and I will link to a lot of the things that I used for organization in each video, so check out the video descriptions for that. Okay, let's go ahead and get started. Here is a look from the door. So this is looking into the room, and that is where I sit and craft. And this area has stayed very similar, but I've changed a few things, so I will show you that. Right when you walk in the door to your left, there is this area which I've added a desk to that has, this is like my workstation, and so I will go over that. I'm going to go in the room in a clockwise manner. So right when you walk in the door, this is what you're gonna see. And this is my daughter's crafting stuff, and I actually really wanted to move this because this is like the part that looks messy in the room now. So sorry, I'm trying to get this at the right angle here. Okay, so what she has is all of her scrapbook stuff is organized in this little doll closet, which she loves, and that's her sewing machine. And then she has crafty stuff in this little box here, and then in this kind of Tupperware drawer thing. And then she has a homemade kit in this Felicity Jane box. And then these are all of her photos. So I give my daughter all of my photos that I've already scrapbooked and I have extras of, or that I just already told that story or something. I'll give the photos to her, and then she uses those to scrapbook. So that's what that's about. So let's come down to this little area right here underneath. Sorry, I'm using a tripod, like a little tiny tripod, so I can hold the camera, and it's just moving a little bit. Okay, so below is this little 2-cube unit, and in here is finished mini albums. So like that's a mini album of a trip, and then I have my December dailies right there, and then this is my Tennessee trip, and then some smash books. And then these are like empty notebooks and some of my daughter's smash books. So, no, those are filled notebooks, sorry, that I've done with like lettering, and then those are my daughter's smash books. So that's just like a bunch of notebooks and mini albums right there. Okay, so let's go ahead and move to the cubes. So the cubes are new, and this is the Kallax Cubes from IKEA, and I got the 4x4. I almost got the 5x5, but I did not. And I really like them. I may switch up, so, okay, I will link to everything that I can in the video description below. I got the cubes at IKEA, but I got these little storage bins at Walmart because they were only $5, and they're very sturdy. They're the burlap storage bins. I will link to them if I can find them on walmart.com. And I just got 4, one for each row, and I may end up moving some of them around so it doesn't look so, I don't know, I want this one to be like over here or something, but anyway, that doesn't matter. But let me just go through each one and show you what I'm storing in each one and how I'm doing it. Before I do that, just above you can see these adorable paintings that my daughter, for Father's Day I think it was, or maybe it was Christmas, I can't remember. Last year or the year before, my daughter did some portraits of our family. So that is my husband, that is beautiful me, and that's my daughter. And so she painted all of those on some canvases, and I thought that that would be a good place to put those canvases, and I love them. They're so cute. So I thought that was a fun addition to the room. Okay, so we're gonna just go from from right to left. This first cube is just my card making stuff. So I don't make cards very often, but I do make them occasionally. So this little basket is just like a that you get like in the kitchen area of like any store like Walmart or Target. I have had this forever, so I don't know that I'll be able to find this, but you know, it's just a little container. And these are just finished cards in here that I have that I've made that I can use. And then there's envelopes in the back. And then these are like plain cards. So I have 2 big boxes that I got. I can't even remember where I got them. They were super, super cheap. It was like at a discount store of some sort. Anyway, they are just 4 1/4 by 5 1/2 inch plain white cards. And so I have like a bazillion of them. 250 in each box, and I don't make cards very often, so that should pretty much last me forever, I think. And then I have a few other cards on top from various manufacturers. So that's what's in there. Now, I mentioned so like the open shelves on here they're not like pretty looking, and that's okay with me. Like, I don't care. I didn't want to put this in a box that's hidden away. There are things out that maybe would look better if I hid them away, but I didn't want to because I don't want to dig through to find these things in a drawer, if that makes sense. So I had a million thickers before, and I still do. I didn't like purge when I was updating my room. Oh, and this is some garbage from some labels. I use my label maker a lot, and I'll show you where I did that. Let me just throw that away real quick, actually, so it's out of the way. There's a garbage can right here. Okay, so thickers. I have 2 wire baskets. I got these wire baskets at Target, and I really like them. They're tall and white, and they had different colors too. But they fit my thickers really nicely. And I just did my neutrals in one side and all of my colors in the other. So they don't fit 2 rows in there, but you can fit 1 row back, and then I put a little bit on the side. You can kind of see that there. And I haven't scrapped in my room since I did this, so we'll see how this works for me, but I think it will be fine. So we'll see how that goes. So the first closed container, let me just show you. These are like, they're really sturdy. And in here, this is where I keep memorabilia. So I'm just tossing it in there, and that's just all of my memorabilia. So yeah, that box is full of memorabilia, and I don't feel the need to label this box. It's not something I need to get into often. I made sure the things that I stuck in boxes were things that I wouldn't need to get into every 5 minutes. So let's move to the second level here. So these 2 shelves right here, they have my paper pretty much on them and like stickers and stuff. So before I had all of this right above my desk and right at my hands, we will see how this setup works. I can move them back over there if this doesn't work out for me, but I wanted to try it. I have heard people say before that these cropper hopper containers do not fit in the Kallax Cubes, and they don't, but I cut them down a little bit so that I could make them fit. So the tops of these I just cut down, and so now they fit barely, and that's fine for me. It doesn't bother me that they're not exactly the way that they should be. That doesn't bother me. So I just have some white American Crafts cardstock here, and then I relabeled these so that I knew what was exactly in what. So pattern paper, paper pads, and cardstock. That's all of the pattern paper that I have between these 2. I don't like to keep a ton, and that's even still a lot. I do have some more in my kit boxes, which I'll show you. And then here I have vellum and white scraps, and I wanted to keep these easily accessible. This shelf is a little bit more of a hot mess. There's a whole bunch going on here, so I made sure I labeled the things that I pull out often. So these are my chipboard stickers, and these are just in little you can get these containers, I believe, at Michael's or Hobby Lobby, and they have a flap that comes over that I just cut off. But these are my chipboard stickers, so these are like 6 by 12, or the thickers that are like chipboard phrases and things like that. So that's what's in here. Sorry if this is making you sick. Okay, then we have just stickers. So these are like 6 by 12 and 12 by 12 regular sticker sheets, including some alphabet sheets. And then this chipboard one is 12 by 12 chipboard sheets. And then I have some like 8.5 by 11 white cardstock, and these are white cardstock paper pads. And then I just have like a bunch of other random like notebooks and papers in here. These are some Christmas products that I don't use very often, and they're just in a bag. So these are just some random other things in here that I don't use very often. So I felt like it was okay to just shove them in there because the things I use often are labeled clearly and I can easily pull them out. So I don't know if that makes sense to you. Okay, let's look at this one. Sorry for the shadows, but that's just how it is in the basement. So this is my next covered thing, and this is basically my punches and tools. So kind of hard to see. Let's see. I don't know. There's all my punches and tools, and these are things I don't get into super often, so I was okay to just kind of toss them in here. Sorry, I'm going to turn back this so that I can see everything more clearly, but basically I like stuck my crocodile in there, and I don't have very many punches. The other thing that's in there is this old Making Memories toolkit, if anyone remembers those. So there's just a couple things in there besides punches. The rest is punches. Punches are very heavy. This box is very, very sturdy, but I think it could, you know, that could be a problem if I was pulling it in and out constantly, but I don't think I will be, so I think it's fine. This shelf I'm keeping my Big Shot on. I do use that, but I can easily pull it off the shelf if I need to. And then this is the clamp that I used to use for videoing. So in this little part that you can see right now, that's where you clip your phone, and then this clamp part you can hook to a shelf or something. So I have that linked on my blog, but I'll link to it below again too. If you're interested in filming, that was a great way for me to start, and I still use it sometimes when I'm doing like lettering videos that I want to post on Instagram. That's a really great tool for me to use. So that is my little clamp hook that I can use for my phone for filming. So I just tossed it in there. This next shelf, moving down, these are, well, it's kind of a myriad of things. We have like some notebooks that I'm currently working in, a new art journal that I'm going to start. I have a couple of old books that I rip pages out of back there, and then I have some empty mini albums. So those are some basic gray mini albums. This is an empty, close to my heart little 4x4 album, a We Are Memory Keepers 4x4 album. And then I have, these are my travel journals that I take with me when I go traveling. And then I have these really cute little notebooks that I thought I might include, like if I wanted to do a lot of journaling on a page. They're just these tiny little notebooks, and they're so cute, and they say different things. This one says there are so many beautiful reasons to be happy. Or I thought I could toss these in my purse. I got these at the American Crafts Warehouse sale, so it's not focusing. Anyway, it's super cute. There's a bunch of them there. So those are like notebooks and empty mini albums. I don't have a whole closet full of empty mini albums like Tracy Claiborne does. I only have a few because I don't make very many mini albums. So the next shelf has, these are some December daily kits from Allie Edwards that Tracy got for me at the Studio Calico Warehouse sale. So those are just waiting for me to use. And then this is kind of just a mess, but it's just like a little Tupperware bin filled with things that I don't use very often, but I sometimes do. So these are coffee filters, which I use for crafting sometimes. There's some like different kinds of embossing powder in there, and there's flocking powder. Those are things I don't use very often, so they're just kind of shoved in there. And it doesn't look pretty on the shelf, but I kind of just don't care. So next we come to another closed bin, and this one just has like empty bags in it. So I like using these bags for kits. Like recently I did a de-stash sale on my YouTube channel, and I used a ton of these like different bags that I got from previous kits and things to bag up the kits that I sold. And then I also have, these are the little plastic bags thingies. They're more than bags, they're nice, that the Allie Edwards story kits come in, and so I have those in here as well. So that's just bags and stuff. And then this is kind of a random shelf also. I have my Tombow brush markers, which I have the whole set of them there. And then I have my sequins in just a little, this is just a little craft container that has all of the separated things, and I have my sequins pretty sorted out in there. And then these are some stamps that I've hand carved, and then I have like my carving tools in there, and this is some random jewelry stuff, so it's really random. This last bin holds all of my extra supplies, so like if I run out of something and I have another one, it's probably in here. So I'll just show you really quickly. Let's see. Let's lean this up a little bit. So I have some extra adhesives and pens, extra trimmer blades, wipes. Okay, that's, sorry guys, this is obnoxious. I've got more trimmer blades in there, an extra light bulb, just all sorts of stuff. I have 2 bottles of extra Heidi Swapp Gold Color Shine in there. So this is just like if I run out of something and I use it often, and it's probably gonna live in here because I know I use extras. So that's what that one's about. And then I have albums. So these are current albums. I need to label the sides. I have not, but these are just like, I love the We Are Memory Keepers Grage album, so like that's a full one. This is a full one also. This is one that I'm working in right now. And then these 2 are vacation albums, so my vacation albums go in this kind of aqua color, and this one is just vacations, and then this one is Disney. I have a lot less Disney done. This is my daughter's school album, which I just started. It's a 9x12 school days album from Studio Calico. I got this at the American Crafts Warehouse sale, so I decided to do that. This is my daughter's album. And then in this one, let me just pull this one out. So this is an old work in progress album from Close to My Heart, and they're just meant to hold things while you're working on them. And I have all of my page protectors in here. So like I went from smallest to biggest, so these are all like 6x12s, and then gets a little bit bigger and a little bit bigger. And I just have all of my page protectors stored like that, and this has been working really well for me. So there is that. I am so sorry if this is the most obnoxious video you've ever seen me do. Okay, so this cube I purposely did not want to fill completely because you can see there's an outlet back there, and so this is just some random stuff that I have in here. Those are some like packages I need to send out, and that's just an empty cute little box on the bottom. And then I taught a brush script class to my sister-in-law and a couple of friends, and so that's her kit because she wasn't able to come that day, and so that's what that is about. So that is that's what I have in my cubes. I'm gonna get up off the ground now, sorry guys. Let me just come back here so you can get a little bit of a closer look again, or I mean a farther away look, not a closer look. So that is what they look like right now. And I think I'm gonna like this setup, so we'll see. So next to this is what I call Harry Potter's room. This like is a closet space that goes under the stairs. I'm not going to open that door because it's scary in there. A, because there's spiders, and B, because there's a ton of crap shoved in there. So I'm not going to open that. But you can see hanging, I have some totes that I've just gotten from various things.